Marcus Rashford just became the most dangerous player in La Liga, and he's not even Spanish. 6 months ago, that sentence would have been a joke. He wasn't just out of form, he was finished. A shadow, too slow, too lazy, too expensive. Manchester United fans called him a burden. They said his legs were gone. Then Barcelona, a club drowning in financial problems, did something insane. They risked everything on him. The world laughed. They aren't laughing now. 23 goal involvements in half a season. Not Vinicius, not Bellingham, not Lewandowski. Right now, no one in La Liga is more decisive. And if this continues, Real Madrid have a problem. So how did a broken winger become Barcelona's most lethal weapon? It wasn't luck, it was tactical. This isn't a purple patch, and it's definitely not confidence alone. This is a case study in misdiagnosis. Manchester United misread the problem. Barcelona understood it. Hansi Flick didn't buy a gamble. He bought a profile. Today, we're breaking down the misdiagnosis at United, the second striker shift, the pressing myth, and why 23 goal involvements is not a hot streak. It's system design. Rashford isn't back. He's redesigned. To understand the success, you have to understand the collapse. At Manchester United, Rashford was glued to the touchline, standing still, back to goal, 2 defenders tight, no overlap, no quick combinations. He looked lazy, but the data tells a different story. He wasn't declining. He was miscast. United wanted a playmaker, someone to slow the game down, create from nothing, dribble through traffic. But Rashford isn't a playmaker. He's an executioner. You don't ask an executioner to build the weapon. You hand it to him loaded. United asked him to hold width in a team that couldn't progress vertically. The system fought his instincts, and his body language showed it. So when Barcelona called, everyone assumed panic. But Flick saw something else. He saw a misused sprinter. Hansi Flick doesn't want safe possession. He wants vertical progression. At United, Rashford received the ball static. At Barcelona, he is almost never static. He receives the ball sprinting. This is the shift that changed everything. In England, he was treated as a traditional winger. Stay wide, beat your man, cross it. Under Flick, he's a second striker in disguise. He starts wide, but the moment Barcelona win the ball, he attacks the inside channel immediately. Here's the key. Lewandowski drops. Center backs follow. Who attacks the space behind them? Rashford. 1 run, 1 touch, 1 shot. That's the job. He doesn't need 5 stepovers. He needs timing. Flick pushes his fullbacks high, especially bald, which forces Rashford inside. He's no longer eating chalk on the sideline. He's living between center back and fullback, closer to goal, closer to chaos. United wanted him to create the game. Flick wants him to finish it. And then came the part nobody predicted, the work rate. We were told he couldn't press, that he didn't track back. That was a luxury player. Wrong. Flick's press isn't chaos. It's coordinated. Rashford doesn't run aimlessly. He runs on triggers. Bad touch, slow pass, back turned, everyone goes together. Because the team is compact, he covers less ground, which means he looks explosive. He isn't chasing chaos anymore. He's part of the machine. And when he wins the ball high, you already know what happens next. Transition, shot, goal. You want proof? 23 goal involvements in half a season. That's elite production. And here's the important part. They aren't low-percentage miracles. They're high-percentage chances. Tap-ins, one-on-ones, runs across the near post. He isn't forcing magic. He's arriving in the right space. That's sustainable. This isn't a hot streak. It's a system working exactly as designed. Barcelona didn't ask him to be the hero. They asked him to be decisive. And right now, Manchester United didn't sell a problem. They sold a solution they didn't know how to use. Barcelona didn't take a gamble. They made a diagnosis. They needed verticality. They needed a space attacker. They needed speed in transition. They needed Marcus Rashford. The narrative flipped. The burden became the weapon. So now I'll ask you, is Rashford the best forward in La Liga right now? Comment risk if Barca saved his career. Comment system if tactics made the difference. And subscribe, because if this version of Rashford continues, Europe has a problem.